In this section, we're going to be talking about stakeholders, how to determine them, and how to consider our interactions with them. Before we get to that, it's a good idea to have a clear definition to start with. A basic definition of stakeholders is those individuals or groups of individuals affected. But what does this mean? I've kept this definition pretty general. The reason for this is that we want the term affected to have some flexibility. Stakeholders can be affected by policies, procedures, and decisions. To say that someone has a stake in something is to say that they are affected by what happens to that thing. This will make more sense in a moment when we look at an example. Before that, though, I want to underscore the following. Stakeholders are usually distinct from an audience. There can be some overlap, but usually an audience is a group that can act based on being addressed, while stakeholders are a group that is affected by the actions of the audience. So let's look at an example. Imagine that I write to lawmakers in my town, urging them to install a stoplight at a busy intersection, hoping that a stoplight there will decrease automobile accidents. In this example, the lawmakers are the audience that I am directing my writing to. I'm trying to move them to take a particular action. My stakeholders, though, would include all sorts of people who would be affected if the lawmakers decide to follow my recommendation. The townspeople would be affected in terms of their safety and commuting times. The construction company tasked with building the stoplight would also be affected because they would be responsible for and paid for completing the task. And although the lawmakers would be my audience, they would also be stakeholders insofar as their decision might affect whether they were popular at election time. The relationship between audience and stakeholders can be complicated, and we'll soon look at some strategies for determining stakeholders, just as we've looked at strategies for determining audience. For now, keep the following basic distinction in mind. An audience is a group that can act based on being addressed, while stakeholders are a group that is affected by the actions of the audience.